In today's video, we're checking out one of the most mythical drive pedals of all time, well, a replica of such. This is the Warm Audio Centavo. A massive thanks to the folks from Studio Connections Australia for sending this out. You're about to hear this in the context of a jam track, and then we'll get over to some isolated tones, and I'll give you a full rundown of it in just a moment, as well as show you the inside. Here we go. Let's take a look at the Warm Audio Centavo up close. So we get the same three controls you'd find on the original Klon Centaur. We get the gain, treble, and output control. The further they all are right, the more of those you're going to get. We also get a mythical beast here on the left, which is cool. Now this is a buffered bypass pedal. So one of the cool things about this, if you're running a lot of other pedals and you don't have a buffer, you've now got one and it'll actually increase the quality of your sound. The Centavo also has a mod switch on the back, so with it in the down position, you're getting the conventional Klon circuit sound, which some people can find a little bit thin, but I think that thinner sound works great, especially when you're going into another pedal or into an already dirty amp. But if you plan on using this as a standalone overdrive, you can flick that up and it brings back the low end, and I'll showcase that in this video. When it comes to the inside of this pedal, it all looks really tidy and there's no black goop, so you can see exactly what's going on. We also get a 9-volt DC battery included. I only have one small complaint about this battery compartment, and I'll talk about that at the end, but overall the inside looks extremely tidy. Thanks again to Studio Connections Australia for sending this out. I'll link them down in the description box below. All right, let's kick it off. In today's video, I'm plugged into the Hageman PP12 12-watt tube amplifier head. It's made in Hawaii. The great thing about this amp is I can really get it to the sweet spot to make use of that Klon style circuit. So you're about to hear what makes this pedal so great. We're going to be on the bridge pickup of my Telecaster to begin with. This is the sort of off clean or highly sort of pushed amp tone. Here we go. Great tone already. Here we go. This is going for more of a boost. Such a great tone already. You can use that for lead and rhythm stuff. Let's go over to neck. Classic Klon sound right there. Let's crank up the treble a little bit. I'm also going to turn up the gain. We'll go for a high gain tone now. Yeah. Gain up to 2 o'clock, so now we're adding a whole lot of extra overdrive into the actual signal. That's the Klon sound. Now over to neck. I'm on some single coil pickups, so I wanted to show you the bass boost feature or the mod switch on the back. Now it's currently set to its standard position, which is the typical Klon circuit, which some people can find a little bit thin. So I'll play the same thing twice on the bridge pickup, and then as I switch it into the up position, you'll notice how much more low end we get. So here we go. That sounds great with single coil pickups, and also sounds great on its own with that extra low end response. So if you're using this as your only overdrive, you might get away with it with the toggle switch up, but if you're using this as a boost into another overdrive, I'd probably still leave it in the original circuit position, which is in the down position. Over to my Gibson Flying V, we're going to go through a selection of high gain tones now, starting with everything basically at 2 o'clock. This is with the mood control off, starting on the bridge pickup. Here we go. You know, I love the fact you can use that for both rhythm and lead stuff. Sounds awesome. Let's turn the mood control on. And back off. I can definitely hear a difference in the room. I hope you can hear it on the recording. Let's crank the gain up just a little bit more. I'm a simple man. I always love a little bit of sustain. It's awesome. I'm next going to show you just how great this pedal sounds going into the Delta Lab TO1. The Delta Lab TO1 is basically an inexpensive tube screamer circuit, but the combination of both of these really sounds great. Here we go. If you've got a tube screamer, do yourself a favor, put one of these before it, and you get that really great lead boost sound. And lastly, we're going to stack the Centavo into the Warm Audio Odd Box, which is that OCD style circuit in a box. So let's give this a shot, starting with just the Odd Box. Sustained for days with the ultimate sort of lead boost sound. This is great, and notice where I've got the gain, it's most of the way down, so this really puts out a whole lot of output volume. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on the Centavo from Warm Audio. So as a straight up Klon replica, I think it does it extremely well. Everything from the case to the paint to the big controls on the top, everything just looks and sounds legit. And I've owned a Klon KTR before, which is one of those red ones. I own a number of different Klon style circuits. I love this. I love the whole visual vibe and also the tonal quality. It really nails it. And I played an original Klon Centaur not long ago that was like 7,000 Australian dollars or something around there, which is insane. So this represents far better value. Now in terms of the cons, there's only one thing I don't like about it, and they might have modeled this off the original, I'm not too sure, but The battery kind of moves around on the inside, which I don't love. While the inside is really well put together, they could have benefited from just putting some double-sided tape on that battery. But yeah, it is what it is. Just something worth noting in case you plan on moving this around and you're wondering what's that rattling on the inside. So I'll probably take the battery out if I plan on taking this out of the house. I played so many clone circuits over the years, and I have to say, not only does this nail the tone, but it nails the whole aesthetic. I think this is a really awesome looking pedal. Minus that battery rattle. Not a big fan, but otherwise it's awesome. Thanks to Studio Connections Australia for sending this out. You can check it out using the links below. Thanks for watching.